Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of Liberal White Dudes. I am Andrew.
I am Jared.
May
And we are Liberal White Dudes. Quick announcement about the show. We are going to be changing our format to go every other Saturday. So not quite as often as Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for all of you who've been joining us for every single show every week.
which we appreciate. We really do.
We do.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Leave in the
keep
comments how
doing that.
disappointed you are and how upset you are that our content will come out less frequently. That being said, tonight's episode is pizza. We'll be talking about that in a little bit. But first, just a quick commentary on CPAC. It's still going on. Tomorrow will be former President Trump's speaking at CPAC.
Finale.
Twice impeached.
Yeah, and
One term.
Worst
Worst approval rating of all time.
saggy.
Insurrection inciting.
yeah, there's been a lot of talk about how they consider him a smashing success, which is just, it's not understandable. I can't understand.
Compared to what?
Yeah. Compared to presidents who were there for 2 terms or
Compared to like North Korea,
weren't
is that what we're comparing
like
ourselves to? 'Cause-
impeached or
Like I hate to be this guy, but compared to like assassinated ones, like he's definitely got
Yeah.
those guys beat. I don't know. He's got
Yeah.
those guys beat by a landslide.
yeah,
but
I mean, to a
he's
point, I
alive.
would take JFK over him.
Yeah,
Just
I
like
mean,
as far as
Abraham
the
Lincoln.
president goes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I just meant maybe that's the only thing they're they're measuring it against.
Yeah.
Like, well, he wasn't
Yeah.
assassinated.
Nice
So-
job
Didn't
not
die.
getting assassinated, I guess. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what they could be comparing that to.
So
Or-
we'll watch that tomorrow so you don't have to. And we'll chat a bit about
Yeah.
it in our next show, which again will be 2 weeks from today. All right. Friggin' pizza, huh? Let's start
Agreed.
with sort of the general question of where is your favorite pizza place? Jared.
Ooh, Jared gets to start. I mean,
And
I'm
let's-
I like.
Go ahead. Sorry. I was going to clarify that it can be a chain, it can be just a mom and pop, or
Oh,
you
like an
the
individual place.
Yeah, the place where you got what you consider to be the best pizza you've gotten in your life.
There was a pizza kitchen. It was like it was called like New York Pizza or something. It was some like really generic name. That's like an hour and a half away from here, and they did like massive pizzas, like just humongous pizzas. And I don't know whether I only had it the once, so it's possible that it's just like I was marveled by the size of the pizza that made me enjoy it so much. But that definitely was my favorite slice of pizza that I've ever had. It was like bigger than my face pizza.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
AJ. Same
Mine
question.
is, so if we have any East Coast fans, it's going to be super blasphemous, only because I have never visited the great cities of Chicago or New York for any length of time. So I didn't try their pizza, which everyone's like, they're the best. However, I believe the pizza that I believe to be the best pizza is from New York, and that is in San Diego, Paulie's Pizza Joint. It's actually in Miramar, like where like Top Gun was and stuff.
Yep.
And that's for our audience that don't live near San Diego. No, yeah. So Paul, that's my favorite pizza I've ever had. Paulie's Pizza Joint. It's a New York style. You can buy it by the slice, eat it right there in their shitty restaurant, and it's fabulous.
Yeah, we got a few joints here in San Diego that would qualify sort of as New York style. I have had New York style in New York, and I've had Chicago style in Chicago. But my favorite pizza is actually in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Boom.
Yeah,
I saw that coming.
Yeah, cottage inn pizza. They do a deep dish, and I'm a fan of a lot of sauce. I'm a fan of a lot of cheese, and their crust has like sesame seeds on it, and it's awesome. It's just a really
Sounds phenomenal.
thick, yeah. And at the price they would always send to the students there, coupons that made the cost of it not much, so it could be like dinner and breakfast. I just
Which for a
wanted-
college student, that's useful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
killer.
yeah, exactly. When you're on a budge,
Tight budget.
yeah.
$13 a week food budget.
So chain pizza, same question.
Chain pizza. We start with me again?
Yep. Round the horn.
I mean, maybe it's just a familiarity thing. But I enjoy Pizza Hut pizza just because all the like various crust flavorings they do. Which maybe that's not the only metric by which I should measure pizza, but it is for chain pizza.
And give us some chains that you're comparing it to.
Comparing it to like Domino's, which I do enjoy Domino's pizza for reference. It's not like I hate Domino's pizza. I eat Little Caesars too. Like all those pizzas are. There's no pizza too.
Two pizza.
There's two pizza. No pizza too cheap. No pizza too cheap is what I was gonna say. There's no pizza too cheap for for me to enjoy it as a thing. And but I think Pizza Hut does really, really well quality wise. I enjoy it.
AJ.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I don't really hate any pizza. Even bad pizza is still pizza. So I'm with you. Like Little Caesars, Round Table, I'll take that too. But I'll also agree with you. If I have to go, commercial chain, I definitely go Pizza Hut. Mostly because of the stuffed crust feature. Yeah. Which is not available at all pizza places, but and I don't know if they just have that method trademark. Like, are you not allowed to put cheese in your crust?
So Little Caesars just started doing a stuffed crust.
They did.
You can get a stuffed crust extra most bestest from Little Caesars, $9.99. They are not a sponsor.
They do not sponsor this show.
Like pitching that one to you.
However, it is delicious.
Yeah, it is bomb.
They've gotten it right somehow. And again, I
call it stuffed crust, or is that trademark?
Yeah, they just call it stuffed crust. Yeah,
I guess Pizza Hut doesn't own that.
Yeah, Pizza Hut as well makes as far as what delivers to us. And I've and that's again comparison to Domino's, which is better now than it used to be. Little Caesars, which we call squeezers around these parts. And grew up with Little Caesars a lot, former Michigander. That's where it was, founded and all that.
I did not know that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Founded in Michigan. Yeah. The Illich family actually owns the Tigers. Like they're,
Oh yeah, because that makes sense. They actually also sponsor the arena there. I think the NBA arena, the Pistons, Little Caesars arena, I believe, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's
yeah. Yeah, now it makes sense. I'm connecting dots.
Yeah, I want to say Domino's is out of Michigan too. Now I feel like I need to fact check myself on that.
Where Domino's
or
comes
somebody
from,
can in the chat, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Domino's came out of Michigan as well. So yeah, and Hungry Howie's, Papa John's. I mean, all those chains. I feel like Pizza Hut is the one that kind of has gotten it right. Done the best job on a budget though.
So to clarify, Domino's is the corporation is Delaware domiciled, but the headquarters at the Domino's Farm Office Park is in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
You were right. That's where they're at. Yeah.
Yeah. Big pizza in Michigan.
Apparently Michigan makes pizza.
Yeah. People don't really, I mean, not the top of the line, apparently, best pizza, but certainly your delivery or budget pizza.
They certainly make everyone's favorite drunk pizza.
Yeah.
Corner the market on.
Because usually Caesars or Domino's, I think, are normally the go-tos when you're wasted. So.
Yeah. Speaking of drunk pizza, how do you guys feel about Tombstone, Red Baron, things that you put in your freezer forever?
Oh,
eventually dust off and call them
drops
pizza.
$6 and then I'm all in on that. I'm all in on that.
I think the technology's really caught up with those. Yeah, I remember them being terrible when I was young. Like just unedible. And I just had one of those really. Have you ever had those Celeste pizzas?
No.
They're about They're about $2 a piece. They're little tiny personal pizzas.
Are they like the lunch pizzas that you used to get?
Yeah, exactly right. And they taste exactly like what you would get in like 6th grade. It's a little personal pizza. Here's what's funny. They used to come with this weird little flat silver and white paper disc. It's called like a cooking disc. And you were required to put it on that when you put it in the microwave. I recently purchased one and I opened it and I couldn't find the disc. I'm like, oh shit, they forgot to give me the disc. I need the disc. And then I look at the package. It's like really bold. It's just like cooking disc no longer required. It's just, I thought that was funny. They thought of people like me that would be like, what the hell?
Where's my cooking disc?
Now I can't cook this shitty pizza at 3 a.m. when I'm high as a kite. Like,
I remember in elementary school, people loved pizza day, and you wanted to, be getting hot lunch on pizza day, and you get this
Wednesdays,
rectangular, cardboard, and then like a ketchup
garbage pizza.
Pizza?
Oh, barely.
Like a ketchup red thing going on.
Open face sandwich.
Just like the cheapest, rubberiest cheese-esque product on top of that, right? Loved it.
We did. They did a pizza day. There were two like sort of different types of pizza that we saw when I was in elementary school and in middle school. One of them was that like gross boxy like flatbready pizza or whatever that was, and the other one was like an actual slice of pizza, but like it was shaped like an actual slice of pizza. But and it was like stuffed crust too, which makes it seem even better. But the crust was kind of like, like how like Necco wafers like break. Like it's like kind of like that. It was like weirdly like
chalky.
Like the bread was like chalk, and the cheese was always like really cold and weird. So everybody was like, yeah, and then like throw out the crust because it was just it's not very good.
My two different school experiences with pizza are either pizza day, which was Wednesdays, and it was the horrible French bread pizza that I love so much, and then there was pizza parties. That's different. That's when
pizza
the
parties,
teachers
you get actual pizza.
Yeah, it was always like, everyone got better than a fucking C or something on the test. So like, oh, thank God we can get pizza or something. And so then the teacher would pull it, go into like the petty cash that the teachers always had. I used to always imagine like some like weird kid trying to like steal that shit. Because like my teachers always had like petty cash and like lock boxes for like pizza days and stuff. So they bust that out, and you're like, "Oh shit, we're getting Domino's." And sure enough, they'd order like 6 pepperoni pizzas. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, when I was a kid, pizza from Little Caesars was pizza. You didn't get just one pizza; you got 2 pizzas. That's how Little Caesars pizza came. It was called pizza, and it was in this big long box, one piece of paper over it. Did you guys experience that?
I remember this when I was young. The very early Little Caesars we would get here in California.
Yeah, so we would get pizza all the time, and that was like their whole bag. Now they'll just give you the one pizza.
And
it's kind of
way to get greedy.
It's still not
it is
awesome, but it's good.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm a fan of at Little Caesars? It is good, and we get it every now and then.
We get it all the time.
We do. I end up with pizza frequently. It's good stuff.
I grew up on it, but what I really enjoy from Little Caesars actually is their crazy bread and their marinara, if you can call it that. I'm not really sure.
I think sauce.
Crazy sauce, yeah, because it's
who knows what's in
probably 90% ketchup, and it's goddamn delicious though.
It is.
Just drowned one of those breadsticks in there. That sauce is amazing.
How do you guys feel about white pizza?
I'm for it.
White
pizza. Man.
White pizza is.
What do you mean by white pizza?
That's pizza specifically for white people. No.
Yeah, I didn't figure that's what you meant. That's what my brain told me. I was like, that's definitely not what it is.
For racist pizza. Where we finally get to the politics part of this episode.
Yeah. My favorite.
Politics and pizza.
Yeah, like people of color can't acquire this pizza. It's available at every pizza place. But we get special pizza. Yeah.
It's one of those off menu. It's one of those off menu things.
Off menu, right.
Secret menu,
Yeah, which you only know about if you're white. No.
Yeah, exactly.
White pizza doesn't have a red sauce.
Has Alfredo sauce.
Yeah.
I like to think sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
some
familiar.
cases.
Yeah.
Or in some instances, a type of ranch sauce that we'll do, like with a chicken, bacon, ranch type pizza. That's definitely thinking outside the box when it comes to your pizza making, but I'm in for it. Yeah, delicious.
Yeah. I mean, there's very few pizzas where I'm like, that's not really for me. Like, I like a lot of meat on my pizza. Meat lovers is awesome. I dig, double, triple pepperoni pizza. Like,
hell yeah.
But somebody orders like a full veggie pizza with just it's like, Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
still pizza. Like
I can get down on that.
I'll eat
Absolutely.
that. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple of things that turn like I don't love sausage on pizza. Like the sausage that is put on pizza specifically, I don't love it in the context of the pizza, but it doesn't like deter me from eating the pizza. I don't like pineapple on pizza. I'm one of those I'm like one of those people, but I will
You're
still eat
skipping-
pineapple pizza.
You're skipping
Because it's still
topics.
pizza. No, I'm skipping
I was
it.
gonna say, yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely
Pineapple on
that.
pizza is a topic. Let's hit it right now. Jared says yes, pineapple
Let's do
on
it.
pizza.
No, Jared says no, but he'll still eat it.
I'm kind of in that camp too, in a way. I actually really do like pineapple on pizza, but it has to be done right, and it's hard to pinpoint exactly what it is. I believe it has something to do with either when the pineapples are applied to the top, or how long they were there, or perhaps even what type of pineapples they are. But there are times where I will eat a Hawaiian pizza and I'm like, this is goddamn delicious. You know, especially like maybe a jalapeno pineapple, like a sweet spicy combo.
Yep.
But then there are times where I'll bite into one and I'm like, the entire bread of this pizza tastes like fucking pineapples and it's disgusting. Like it's like too much like juice or whatever.
The chat says that they hate pineapple pizza.
Oh yeah.
So they're just going out.
That's
on
what it
a
says,
big
for sure.
Disagreement here. But I will say, for me, pineapple on pizza has to be specific combinations. Like I do like it on the Hawaiian, and I also like it with jalapeno specifically as a mediator for the spice. I don't just like it in just like in a general sense on pizza. And I think flavorless tidbits is where you go wrong. You get those tidbit, tidbit pineapple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So pineapple at the store, you can get it like 700 different ways, and one of them is tidbits, which is basically just the ring cut into
wedges,
tidbits,
shreds,
tidbits
basically.
Yeah. And and sometimes they're just flavorless. It's like not ripe or something, and it just doesn't taste good. Like this wouldn't be good in any context.
It's like someone
as
put wet
pineapple, much less
like
on
put
my
like,
pizza.
Like wet hay on your pizza or something. This is like stringy wet something.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, it looks like the chat was misread. We're gonna reread that.
Yes.
Yeah, I was intentionally antagonizing the
I
chat. Yeah.
I feel bad about the chat.
The chat is all on board for pineapple.
Yeah, it turns out.
What about cauliflower crust? These like vegan pizzas that don't have real cheese and cauliflower crust, and
I've got a take on that. I'll let Jared go. I'll let Jared go first.
I had a whole conversation about the meat companies and all that, and I'll have that conversation again right now, but that gets pretty political for a pizza conversation. In terms of a pizza conversation, I feel like if there's a point at which we can make it taste almost the same, because at the end of the day, for me, if it's going to save our environment in the way that like meat, like the meat industry being cut down on wood, I feel like I can take that L. I feel like I can hold the L for cheese pizza and change it to something else, just for me anyway.
I mean, yeah, I love pizza. I really love pizza. It's on my list. If I have a ever rotating list of my top 5 favorite foods, this is one that never leaves the list. It can't. It never will. It never shall. It's pizza. But I don't think it'd be fair for me to say things like your chicken bacon ranch or your stuffed crust or even that shitty little cooking disc pizza that I make in my microwave. There are a lot of pizza purists that would be like Gordon Ramsay would be like, that's not fucking pizza.
Yeah.
Like, what is this garbage? Yeah. Like, but I consider it pizza and I'll eat it and it's delicious. So if I'm going to say that's pizza, I have to say that because it's just people thinking that they're taking the concept of pizza and they're breaking it outside the box, and they're making pizza for people that are vegan that want to love and enjoy pizza the way I love and enjoy it. Definitely.
Given any other option?
I've had gluten-free pizza, and it's actually not that bad. Like I was impressed. I was pleasantly impressed with the strides we made.
Well, that's different though.
There's the vegan like California cauliflower crust. All kinds of fake cheese and nonsense next to just like a Squeezer's pizza.
Do you mean like would you do that like instead? Like would I take it over regular pizza? No, never.
I've never had it. I don't know.
I'm just not gonna do one of those. No, that's what I'm saying. I love pizza. I'm not giving it up. I'm just not gonna be one of those people that tell people, oh, what, that's not really pizza. It's like, okay, dude, if that fucking garbage you're eating is pizza, then this is definitely pizza. Like,
yeah,
absolutely.
I'll refer to it as pizza. I won't eat it though, because I'll just want pizza. You know, I'll be like, well, this was something else, and I'd prefer pizza. The chat also reminds us, of course, that eating that much cauliflower will blow out your O-ring, which is important to note.
It is, if that's where you're going with it.
Yeah,
that's an
just
important thing
so
to
you
note.
know, the bread crust will not do that.
Opposite, really. Opposites, really.
Opposites.
Is there a reason
Jam
that
you
vegans
up.
can't eat bread?
Is there a reason people
Well,
can't eat bread? Is that what you're
Vegans
saying?
can't eat bread.
Oh,
Well, yeah, because
No.
the dairy involved in creating it. Except
I mean-
it depends on the type of bread you make.
yeah.
Well, yeah. But
You
like,
have
if you just
non-bread pizza, that's a thing.
okay, I was
you
just like,
know.
there's got to be a way to make the crust
Yeah.
not like.
But if you're like ovo-lacto, you know, no egg, so
Yeah.
no dairy, no
no eggs, so
yeah,
I guess that's fair. Good point.
like you can't really,
Yep.
you know,
Right.
Yeah, I'll gladly eat it. If I was at someone's house, like for a dinner party or something, or if it was just one of the many items to try, I
yeah.
would
If
try
I was
it.
under
but,
extreme
yeah.
social pressure and somebody went to the trouble to make it for me specifically, right, having no idea that I'd rather throw it in their face than put it in my face, I would eat it under those circumstances. As you can tell from
Goodness.
my physique, I will eat things under pretty much any of the circumstances.
I'll eat, no, the thing for me too is like I'll eat. You were saying that whole vegan pizza next to a Little Caesars pizza. For me, I like to try stuff. Like if I'd never had
Same.
vegan before, I feel
Yeah.
like I'd go in on the vegan pizza just to see what it's like. Because I am curious about that sort of thing. You know, I don't have experience with vegan pizza personally, so I want to know. You know, what's it like? What's the difference? What differences?
Me
can
too. I like to.
accept?
Yeah,
I
like to
don't
try
feel
different
bad
things,
just
you know?
eating it. It's a personal affront to me to just even consume it.
Oh goodness!
And I took that personally.
I took that personally. Yeah. Oh dear.
One of my favorite stories about my mom is, you know, she was sizable like me for most of her life, and we were at a Ponderosa because Ponderosa used to have Book It, and you'd get a free friggin' meal just for attendance. And they give you this thing, and you or wait, no, Book It was for reading books, obviously. Anyway, you get a free meal at Ponderosa. That's the general gist. Ponderosa, for those that don't know, was like a Sizzler.
steakhouse, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Sizzler. I mean, it had a buffet, all you can eat buffet. So like a Sizzler,
Sizzler, yeah.
Golden Corral, you know, for those not from places where Ponderosa exists.
Ryan's Steakhouse, if you're from Tennessee, throw that in there. Same kind of thing.
There you
Hometown
go.
Free buffet, good sourdough rolls, hometown buffet.
Yes.
Soup plantain.
No.
Oh.
Not
Hey,
to
you
the
guys.
and they were not to the level of a soup plantation. They were closer to the level of a Sizzler.
Just talking about this has got me thinking, particularly in the climate we now exist in and the likelihood that we may never enjoy them again. Buffet episode has to come soon.
Yeah.
I got a lot to say about buffets,
Put
about
buffet
where they
episode
were.
on the list. We're gonna
Yeah.
live stream from a buffet this summer after
Now we're talking.
After the LWD.
Dozens LWD March.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So we're at Ponderosa or whatever, and my mother had ordered a steak and, you know, whatever, and it was some sort of weird steak with like a gravy or whatever. Anyway, they bring our food, she eats it, and then, you know, she complained about it most of the meal because it didn't look when they brought it to her, it didn't look anything like the picture. It had tasted terrible and all this kind of stuff, whatever. So the waiter comes back and she decides to explain to the waiter that it didn't look anything like the picture and it didn't taste very good. And he's like, well, you ate it. To which my mom says, do I look like the type of person who doesn't eat food put in front of them? And,
Goddamn right.
and
Yeah.
then the waiter has no idea how to respond. Like, you can't just be like, I mean, no.
Yeah, you're in a bit of a catch there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just really set, you know, just, I mean, and it was super uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
But we all had a good laugh
Should
about
be.
it afterward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
certainly.
fantastic. Now, did she get her money back though? Still, I mean, like, or did they be like, no, you ate it, you
No,
bastards? Like,
yeah, I mean, I think they maybe took something off the bill. I don't know. I was a
Right.
kid, so I didn't really.
That wasn't the
was
portion of the
so.
story you were focused on.
Yeah. My mind was elsewhere on the more chicken wings from the buffet, probably. If I
Do you think, by the way, just it's a good time to bring it up. Do you think we'll get buffets back? full back actual buffets, Vegas buffets, the kind I love. Walk up, get your food, or are they going to put
like
staff
yes.
there handing it out?
I feel like
Okay.
yeah.
I can't really see into the future, but with the introduction of the third vaccine and the efficacy of each of these vaccines, I really do think that the number of active cases and the number of deaths will begin to decline rapidly. I think we'll see a huge drop off.
Especially since people I know are getting it. Like not just like people I know, but like people I know that like aren't like, it's like, oh, okay. Like, oh, this person has it. Oh, that's good. You know, like not just like people that's like, well, duh, they work in a pharmacy, or well, duh, they're like a, you know, frontline worker, but just like, oh, hey, well, that's good to know. You know, like,
yeah,
so
there's a ton of folks in my circle
working.
who have gotten both doses at this point.
Yeah.
And that's as Johnson & Johnson just got their
approval.
Yeah. They're rolling out, you know, probably next week, maybe the week after, and that's a 1-doser. It doesn't need to be chilled like the other ones, so it's not like they'll be throwing them away. I mean, you know, it's a game changer. So I really feel like we're going to see it all fall off, and eventually we'll all get back to buffets.
Come back.
Yeah,
back to Vegas. Sorry.
Yeah, we may get a yearly COVID booster, like that. Maybe something, you know, like the flu shot that you go get every year or whatever. But yeah, I'm hopeful.
Do it.
As far as returning to some sort of normalcy, but I'll still be eating pizza.
Yeah, pizza regardless.
I'll still be eating pizza, and I'll eat your vegan pizza. I'll eat literally any pizza.
I don't eat pizza from a buffet. It always
I was
seems
gonna,
like
I was
it's
gonna
an
ask
option.
that buffet pizza.
Yeah.
I know why you don't.
You do know why I don't have a personal rule.
Go ahead and give your rule, because I know why you don't. But I agree with
no bread products from a buffet.
God damn right. You taught me that.
No bread, no potato. What are you doing? You're at an all-you-can-eat buffet.
That is a rookie fucking move, and you taught me that.
Yeah.
That's a rookie move, dude.
What are you doing eating a dinner roll, you idiot?
That's shrimp. A dinner roll literally
that's shrimp
anywhere.
stomach. Yes. That's shrimp stomach you're giving up. Did you see the prime rib? Because that's also here.
Yeah. Prime rib, mimosas, shrimp. That could all be in that area that bread roll is sitting in right now. What the fuck are you thinking? Yeah, that's a rookie move. Yeah. So I know why you don't eat
that
pizza.
Goes in our buffet strategy episode.
Yeah, we'll do
we're teasing it just a little bit in the pizza episode.
A little bit. I like it.
Yeah, because buffet pizza exists. Like that was a supplantation thing. They had like sort of pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza buffets exist. CC's Pizza. You heard of this?
Yeah, and Round Table does a lunch buffet, and Pizza Hut used to do
That's different. You're going there for the pizza, and now there the rule is very simple: no crust, obviously, unless it's filled with fucking cheese. Don't waste topping pizza space for just crust. I mean, save that for your home pizza. But if it's filled with cheese, it's fair game. You stuff that shit down, like
stuffed crust pizza is bomb.
Yeah, at the Round Table, actually, they also have a salad bar, and I would take the pizza from the buffet, and then I would go put jalapenos and bacon or whatever else from the salad bar. And somebody who worked there was like, "I've never seen anyone do that," and I was like, "What?
Why not?
Pizza toppings sitting right here. I mean, it's not like I'm a chef, but I feel like
mix and match.
Like
they hired you on the spot.
Yeah, they were like, "This is $1 million idea.
An idea, man.
Genius.
You're hired."
I just imagine that kid running to the back, be like,
"Guys, put
boss, quick! You're not gonna believe what I just saw. He's putting bacon, jalapeno peppers.
How about
red
Lunchables?
Onion, what the fuck?
Lunchables pizza.
Lunchables.
Is that a pizza?
It's sort of pizza. I've had Lunchables pizza enough times. It's like
I have to hold on to my original argument. If that shit I put in that microwave is pizza, that's pizza.
If I call the thing that comes out of cooking disc pizza.
The cooking, if it's you put it in the microwave on a cook, and I know there's a particular member of our audience, so I won't name by name, I know is watching right now, and she's probably like gagging every time I even talk about this pizza. I mean, but if I'm taking that frozen piece of shit and putting it on the cooking disc, which is actually no longer required, and put it in the microwave, then I got to give Lunchables their due. Absolutely. It's garbage, but I mean, so was
Technically
Pizza Day. Pizza Day pizza. was
And I will
garbage,
say, in
love
the
it.
hierarchy of cool kids at lunch, if you had a Lunchables pizza, at least in my time,
Oh,
you were
yeah.
a hero.
Yeah,
Like, that's
I mean,
just
that's
like-
that's
Yeah.
just because
It's like a tier-
it's so damn expensive.
Well, it's a tier
Right.
above Lunchables. Like
Yeah.
Lunchables,
It's just-
you're like the lords and ladies of the land, but there's some lunch table royalty that is associated with having Lunchables pizza.
It's a status symbol. There's
Yeah,
only
it
one
really
thing
is.
there's really only one thing that beats your, expensive Lunchables, and that's like restaurant food. You ever been a kid that saw the kid that had like Subway or some shit?
Yeah,
You're like, what the
Yeah, like
fuck?
once
Your
every
mom went to
blue moon.
Subway? Yeah, did you go to Subway this morning on the way to school? Who the what? I was
What
like,
is
yeah,
this?
put it in my
yeah. My parents loved
went
me,
to Subway. Yeah.
and also
Fair
have
enough.
extra money
Fair enough.
apparently.
Yeah, disposable income.
Yeah.
Buying your kid $5 footlongs on the way to school. What the hell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
little bastards.
Yeah,
Probably
no
don't
worries.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
one of the
Those are
things, not to
kids
out
that don't
myself-
appreciate it either.
True. Not to
I
out
don't
myself
even
as
know.
like as a theater kid, but one of the things we did post theater shows when I was working with the community theater company that I worked with is we went to Roundtable Pizza after it was the first show, like post show weekend. We went to Roundtable Pizza and they had like a whole thing, and it was really, really cool because they have like an arcade section at the Roundtable Pizza. I don't know how universal Roundtable Pizza is it a California specific thing? I don't know.
To my knowledge, yes.
Yeah, I
I've
think it's
only
California.
seen it and eaten it in California, and I've been in most of the states in the United
Yeah.
States.
Well,
Yeah, I think I've only seen it here also.
But they've got a little arcade section. And they've got really nice seating arrangements and all that. So it was a cool post show thing to do.
Yeah. My hometown had a dope pizza place like that too. It was the Pizza Hut. Andrew, do you remember the original Pizza Huts?
I do. Yeah.
That were restaurants.
Yep.
So now when you go to Pizza Hut, you get pizza and wings, and then you leave.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut used to be a fucking experience, and it was bomb.
Yeah. Salad
It needs to
bar,
come
and they
back.
set the big pizza in that like black deep dish hot thing, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Don't touch that, that's hot," and kids would be like, "Oh, that's hot."
Yeah. And you had your big plastic red cup of like
Yes.
cola or pop or
Oh
whatever.
man, that
then they had-
barely washed. Mine's got
Scratched
stuff
and
floating.
scuffed up. Yeah. And then they had ours had a little arcade section
Yep.
too.
Yep.
They had the Simpsons arcade. They had Street Fighter, and at one time, for a brief time, they had Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Which, if you've never played Michael Jackson's Moonwalker,
Put arcade episode on our
Yeah.
will
I got stuff to
do.
say.
because
Oh, yeah.
That's
Michael
a
Jackson's
sick
Moonwalker
arcade
was
game.
so much fun.
Hell yes, it was.
Man.
So,
The
yeah,
scooters
anyway.
where you
Different episodes this
dance
episode.
around and like
God,
touch
yeah.
kids. Ah.
It was weird. It was weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there were a couple
Bubbles
of the
showed up.
bonus. Yeah, a couple of the bonus levels were a little bit rapey, but other than that,
Weird.
man,
Oh goodness.
Anyway, Pizza Hut was dope for those reasons.
yes, it was.
Yeah.
Um,
Now it's just pizza. Good pizza,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
still
It's
pizza.
still good pizza.
Yeah.
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 I'll take it.
the
Just a piece of
personal
my
pan
youth gone.
pizza, that was the book it thing. Personal pan
Absolutely.
pizza, and it was
Yeah.
you'd get your just little black thing with 4 slices in it, and it was fine. I was always jealous of the adult pizza. Like I got my free pizza, and I'm like, your adult pizza has a lot more stuff on it than looks like than my personal pan pizza. And I'm the one who read the damn books. That's why we're here.
I remember there was one
Ponderosa was
time
attendance.
with my grandmother. She took us to a Denny's. I think it was just like a morning thing when we were out in Michigan, and she took us to a Denny's, and I ordered a pizza because they had the little pizzas like on the kids menu, like 4-slice pizza, and she was like, "You're at a Denny's where we're having breakfast." I was like, "Yeah,
I mean, you're
pizza
having
for
breakfast."
breakfast." I'm having pizza for breakfast. I'm doing this the right way. But
That's
yeah,
part of the magic of
Denny's-
Denny's, though.
Yeah.
That's the magic of Denny's. You know, you get a Salisbury steak at 6 a.m. Like, judge me, lady. Get my shit. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I want. It's Denny's.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to say about pizza? Love pizza.
Yeah, I was
I do.
surprised by
I'm
the
a
amount of
fan
things
of
I had to say about pizza.
Extra sauce, extra cheese, extra meat.
Extra crust.
I will say, as having worked in, people order extra crust. They call it crazy bread or breadsticks.
Yeah,
or
exactly,
whatever, but, I used to order.
Wait, Jared, the round. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask you about the round table because you mentioned the games. Like, did they have video games like they have at Pizza Hut?
Yeah, it sounds like it was just a Pizza Hut. Basically, they just sort of adopted the
Oh.
Pizza Hut way of being, because it was like they were
Sounds
big
right.
open seating, you know,
Good way to
big
go.
open seating places, and like all the, you know, and there's a little arcade section in the corner, and they had the little like quarter, like spin the quarter around, get this crappy little like whatever garbage toy that you wanted to have. Yeah, it was really solid like experience as a kid anyway.
None of the tables were round
I
to
know.
my. I recall. Though,
Only
either.
the ones with booths
What?
at the Round Table Pizza. Only the booth seating ones. Most of the tables were like square and boring.
Yeah.
Wait.
At
Wait.
round table pizza.
At Round Table Pizza.
So you own Round Table Pizza. That's the name of your pizza place. And
Yes.
in your place are tables for people to eat at. And you don't inherently make every table round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
I wish round tables were space effective in square buildings.
Yeah.
Because if they
What?
were,
I mean, I get that, I guess. But, I mean, that's your name.
yeah, it's your whole bag.
How do
am I
you
supposed
get
to feel
away
like-
with that?
How am I supposed to feel like King Arthur if I don't have my round
you should
table?
maybe say round table pizza, also square tables.
Yeah, square tables.
Just to be
Not all
clear.
tables round? I don't know.
Inclusive of all tables, shapes, and sizes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird. What a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's gonna bother me for the rest of my life. It's gonna bother me for the rest of my life.
Or at least
Square
the rest of
tables
the
and round
evening.
table pizza. At least the rest of the evening.
The rest of the evening, easily the rest of the evening. I'll bring this shit up on my deathbed. I'll be like, round table, and my kids will be like, oh, was that some kind of like message? He's like, no, can't get over the fact that Round Table Pizza didn't actually have round tables, and he never got to meet the CEO to ask him why he didn't do that.
The
Which
brand.
is now my goal. I'm gonna find him on Twitter. I'll find
Yeah.
out who he is.
We'll do it this summer. We'll just shove a mic in his face.
Yeah.
There we go.
Go do interviews.
This
in person.
summer at the Dozens LWD March, which we'll see you there,
We'll
audience.
Yeah.
see you there. All right.
On there.
We will see you, in fact, every other Saturday as we are here live at 6 p.m. Pacific time. You can find us here on YouTube and subscribe to us so you know when we go live. Or you can like us over on Facebook, and you can see the episodes there that have been post-prodded. And you can also follow us on Twitter.
Fun extras.
Yeah, where we are hilarious and generally just dragging the latest Republican who said something stupid. Quick apology to AOC.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
No idea if she even likes pizza. I'm
You'd
going to go
think
on a
she
limb
would.
and say,
Yeah.
she's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
So she does. She has
New
to.
York native,
Has
she
had her
must.
share of a slice. But now we'll never know because we just kind of ran out of time. But, you know.
Yeah.
Well, hit her up on Twitter. Be like, who's your favorite pizza? Just tell us. Maybe she'll answer.
We'll see.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Night.